The recent demonstration in which an F-22 Raptor pilot controlled an MQ-20 Avenger drone during a mock combat mission represents a major milestone in the evolution of air combat and the operational capabilities of the United States Air Force. This event is particularly noteworthy because it illustrates the first publicly known instance where a single-seat F-22 served as an airborne controller for a high-performance unmanned aircraft. While drones have been piloted remotely for decades, the integration of autonomous systems into manned fighter operations at this level represents a significant leap forward in capability and strategic thinking. The exercise took place over the Nevada Test and Training Range, a highly controlled environment designed to allow sophisticated testing of new aircraft systems, tactics, and collaborative technologies. Using a tablet-based interface connected to the F-22's Grace system, the pilot was able to direct the MQ-20 through complex mission tasks while simultaneously flying the fighter, demonstrating that a high-performance manned aircraft can serve as a command hub for unmanned assets without compromising operational effectiveness. The MQ-20 Avenger itself is a platform specifically designed to support advanced autonomy and serve as a testbed for collaborative combat aircraft concepts. Jet-powered and designed with low observable features, it can operate in contested airspace alongside manned fighters while performing high-risk missions that would otherwise endanger human pilots. Its internal payload bay and flexible architecture allow it to carry a variety of sensors, electronic warfare systems, and weapons, making it highly adaptable for experimentation and future operational employment. Over the past several years, the MQ-20 has been extensively used to refine mission autonomy software, develop complex tasking and decision-making algorithms, and test communication architectures that allow a human pilot to command an unmanned aircraft effectively. Pairing such a drone with an F-22 demonstrates the potential of manned-unmanned teaming to extend the capabilities of fighter aircraft, enabling a single pilot to effectively increase the force available for combat missions by leveraging autonomous systems. One of the most critical aspects of this demonstration was the technology enabling secure, real-time communication between the F-22 and the MQ-20. The system integrated advanced tactical data links from L3 Harris, including the Banshee network, and Pantera software-defined radios, which allowed low-latency, reliable transmission of commands and sensor data. These links, combined with the F-22's Grace module and the pilot vehicle interface tablet, enabled the pilot to maintain full control of the fighter while simultaneously directing the drone. This approach allowed for seamless command of the MQ-20 in a mock combat scenario, illustrating that future operations could involve pilots coordinating multiple autonomous assets in dynamic and complex environments without overwhelming the pilot's capacity to control the primary aircraft. This demonstration is also a significant proof of concept for the Collaborative Combat Aircraft Program, which is the Air Force's initiative to integrate autonomous drones into fighter operations. The concept is grounded in the recognition that future conflicts will be characterized by contested airspace, advanced integrated air defense systems, and adversaries with increasingly capable long-range strike capabilities. By pairing manned fighters with unmanned systems, the Air Force can distribute risk across platforms, deploy drones to perform missions that might endanger human pilots, and use autonomous systems to expand the operational reach and effectiveness of traditional fighter aircraft. The CCA approach enables fighters like the F-22 to serve not just as individual combat platforms but as command nodes capable of orchestrating a networked force of manned and unmanned aircraft. In practical terms, this means that a single fighter pilot could direct drones to conduct reconnaissance, electronic warfare, decoy operations, or strike missions while maintaining situational awareness and control of their own aircraft. Beyond the technical and operational achievements, this test provided critical insight into human factors, interface design, and pilot workload management. Single-seat fighters already place extreme cognitive demands on their pilots, and integrating drone command capabilities adds additional layers of complexity. The tablet-based interface used in this demonstration allowed the pilot to issue commands and monitor the drone without interfering with the control of the F-22 itself. This highlights the importance of designing intuitive, responsive, and non-distracting interfaces for future operations, as well as the value of integrating autonomous systems that can execute high-level commands independently. The demonstration also validated the use of open architecture systems, which allow for rapid integration of new technologies, sensors, and drones without the need for extensive modifications to the host aircraft, ensuring that the Air Force can continuously upgrade its capabilities as threats and technologies evolve. Strategically, the demonstration underscores the United States' commitment to maintaining technological and operational superiority in air combat. By proving that an F-22 can effectively command an MQ-20 drone in flight, the Air Force is demonstrating that it is not just capable of integrating autonomous systems but also prepared to implement them as force multipliers in real-world operations. Future concepts could see a single fighter controlling multiple drones, coordinating complex maneuvers, targeting, and sensor operations, all while maintaining stealth and survivability in contested environments. This approach fundamentally changes the calculation of air power. Combat effectiveness is no longer limited to the number of pilots or manned aircraft in the sky, but by the collective capabilities of coordinated manned and unmanned assets acting as a single operational system. The implications for fleet management and tactical planning are profound. The F-22, already the most advanced air superiority fighter in service, is now being positioned to expand its role from individual air dominance to central node in a networked air combat force. The Air Force plans to eventually extend similar capabilities to other platforms, including the F-16, F-35A, F-15E, and F-15EX, and ultimately to next-generation fighters like the 6th-generation F-47. This layered approach will allow U.S. forces to operate in a distributed manner, controlling multiple autonomous drones across vast operational areas, increasing coverage, persistence, and lethality while minimizing risk to human pilots. Early demonstrations like this one provide the experience and data needed to develop doctrine, tactics, procedures, and operational concepts that will govern the use of manned-unmanned teams in real combat environments, ensuring that pilots, drones, and command networks can operate cohesively and effectively under the stress of actual combat. From a broader perspective, this milestone is part of a long-term shift in the way air power is projected. As adversaries invest in integrated air defense networks, long-range precision weapons, and other countermeasures designed to neutralize traditional manned aircraft, the ability to deploy drones alongside fighters provides a decisive advantage. Autonomous systems can be tasked with high-risk missions, absorbing threats that would otherwise endanger pilots, or can operate as force multipliers, increasing the overall effectiveness of the air wing. The demonstration also emphasizes the U.S. approach to innovation, incremental but deliberate experimentation, integrating emerging technologies into operationally relevant scenarios, and refining concepts based on rigorous testing rather than speculation. By successfully demonstrating the feasibility of manned-unmanned teaming with the F-22 and MQ-20, the Air Force has validated a key concept of future air combat and laid the groundwork for the operational deployment of collaborative combat aircraft fleets in the coming decade. In addition, the demonstration highlights the potential for autonomous drones to evolve beyond their current test and experimentation role. The MQ-20 Avenger, with its combination of stealthy features, internal payload flexibility, and autonomous capabilities, is representative of the type of platform that could be deployed operationally in the future. By successfully integrating it with a top-tier fighter, the Air Force has proven that these platforms are not limited to remote-controlled missions but can be integrated into complex, networked, and high-speed operations alongside human pilots. This represents a step toward a vision in which air power is no longer just the sum of its manned aircraft but a fully integrated, multi-platform system capable of achieving superior situational awareness, precision engagement, and survivability even in heavily contested environments. The significance of this demonstration extends beyond technology and strategy. It signals a cultural and doctrinal shift in how air combat is conceptualized. Manned fighters are no longer the sole instruments of aerial dominance, they become command centers that orchestrate a combination of human and autonomous assets. This approach allows for more dynamic mission planning, adaptive responses to enemy actions, and a more efficient allocation of resources, ensuring that pilots can focus on decision-making and high-level tactics while drones execute supporting tasks. Over time, as operational experience grows, the U.S. Air Force expects to refine this integration, potentially allowing multiple fighters to control multiple drones simultaneously, creating a scalable, highly resilient networked air combat force. The demonstration of an F-22 controlling an MQ-20 drone is not just a technical achievement but a clear signal that the U.S. is advancing toward the future of air combat. It validates the concept of manned-unmanned teaming, provides practical experience in integrating autonomous systems with single-seat fighters, and demonstrates that such capabilities can enhance combat effectiveness while maintaining pilot safety and operational efficiency. The event underscores the Air Force's commitment to technological innovation, operational readiness, and strategic superiority. It lays a foundation for a new era of air combat where the effectiveness of forces is determined not solely by individual aircraft capabilities but by the coordinated, integrated power of manned and unmanned systems working together in real time to achieve decisive results. This demonstration represents the culmination of years of research, experimentation, and development in autonomy, communications, and networked operations. It reflects a deliberate approach to building the next generation of air combat capability in a way that prioritizes adaptability, survivability, and force multiplication. As the Air Force continues to develop and field collaborative combat aircraft, the lessons learned from the F-22 and MQ-20 exercise will inform future platforms, interfaces, tactics, and operational concepts. The success of this milestone ensures that the U.S. will maintain a technological edge in air combat for decades, enabling pilots to operate more effectively, extending the reach and persistence of airpower, and reinforcing the strategic advantage of the United States in increasingly contested global airspaces.